Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Volunteers will get us started with the opening kickoff. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Offense set on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to go for a big one. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Quick release on the RPO. Makes the catch and he's brought down. Alabama quickly back to the line. Crimson Tide dominated the last time they saw the ball, blowing out Tennessee. Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown Tide. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Offense getting set for first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Despite all the bitterness in the Alabama-Auburn rivalry, to many, this game, Alabama-Tennessee, has the richest tradition and carries the most importance.
And you think of some of the legends that have trolled the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Paul Bear Bryant, Johnny Majors, Nick Saban. This has been such a critical game, not just in the SEC, but all across college football as well, Dave.
Yeah, in 1901, going back that far,
It's a fumble! Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way.
These wide receivers are so fast now. Big playmakers, I just want to get it to them and let them make it happen. But a lot of times, we're running to them, too. We're focused on chasing him down and funneling the football in the right direction. Defense swarm did a good job getting their hand on the football, causing the fumble from the wide receiver.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Already down a score early. The last thing you want to do on your first drive is give it right back to them. So they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got his man. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on, so they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football and let him get lathered up.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. From the gun, the ground game. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right and you see that blocking and all the holes open up, that's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just pushed the defensive lineman back, got in the linebacker's laps, and man, oh man, it was brutal up front.
Tennessee, 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tennessee.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Lining up to add another. Bangs it through for an extra point. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. After that latest answer, tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Fielded in the end zone. It's Henderson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes that Alabama offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Alabama pushing the tempo. These corners backing off a bit. They'll run play action. Keeps looking downfield. At the 35, he's got room. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires on the move. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. All wideouts, no backs. Going up top on first down. Pressure coming. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oftentimes, defenses see empty sets, and that's when they want to dial up pressure, knowing there's no extra bodies back there to protect the quarterback. They were able to get to him on that one, and that's why the ball was incomplete.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's going to take off. At midfield, he's got room. Oh, and he ruins the big gainer with a fumble. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And he was under so much stress on that play. You saw him scrambling, trying to buy time, doing everything he can to keep the play alive. But the defense just kept coming in waves, and he got a little bit downfield before they finally knocked it out and jumped on that fumble.
Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. Here comes the offense on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Quick strike complete. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle, it's Miller. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. They'll rush to the line, clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. He's looking to throw. Give him 6. Touchdown, Alabama! He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the 2nd half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the 1st half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. The Volunteers in the hurry-up. Looking to go up top on 1st down. They're trying to get to it. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Got a man, it's White. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Real smart play. Great job. Get the positive yards, and then get your booty out of bounds.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Comes out throwing on first down. Makes the grab. It's Sampson. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. Not a chance. Missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll try the toss to the left. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Vols!
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
To the air, it's Iamaleava. Makes the grab for the two-point conversion. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with a 40-yard touchdown run. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes.
Fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, the defense is starting to figure it out, I think. It's taking them some time. This guy already has 2 touchdown catches. That time, though, they were in a better position in coverage to force the incompletion.
Pulls and fires complete. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Alabama quickly back to the line. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Dances away. Lets it fly. Makes a connection. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Wide out in motion. From the gun, running back on the move. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Here on 3rd down, you might want to protect the field goal, but you have to stay aggressive. Quick pass on the jet motion. Got enough space. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Looking for a man. It's Milroe. Fires and picked off.
That keeps the score Alabama 20, Tennessee 15.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Man, those little chunks keep annoying the crud out of you when you're on defense. It's just putting them in easy situations, chewing up 4 to 6 yards at a pop like that. Put you in a bad situation as a defensive coordinator. What do I call? Either way, priority number one, you got to stop the ball.
Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Floating away. Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score Alabama 20, Tennessee 15.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. Third down in inches. Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
The Vols look to keep this drive humming. They'll try the run. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Getting late, pressure building, huge third down coming up on the road for this offense. Looking for a man, it's Iamaleava. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. And the Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Quickly complete. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Got it in the middle, it's Matthews. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. The Volunteers want to pick up the tempo. They'll throw it on first down. The sure hands, it's Matthews.
Defense comes up with a really big stop there. That's nice. They don't give up the first down, so the clock keeps working, but they're on their own end of the field. They know this offense is going to start taking shots into the end zone. They better have some guys ready on the back end, ready to swat some balls away and make some plays.
They'll give it to the back. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
They'll run it on first and goal. And the defense makes the tackle, but not before he gets down to the 2.
The coaches told us in pregame that they love this back's mixture of speed and power. Listen, he's not the power back all the time, but he's moving so fast that it's hard to get him to the ground.
Trying to run it in. Touchdown, Volunteers! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
Looking to pass. It's Iamaleava. Now improvising. He gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and the cushion is now 3. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And what a late touchdown in the final minute that is likely the game winner here. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes that Alabama offense. So the first order of business here, David, is don't knock yourself out of field goal range.
Correct.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. On second down, he's looking downfield. He's taking the deep shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. They'll try the jet sweep to pick up the first down. And that is how we will wrap this one up. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports. Welcome to the 8th oldest stadium in the country, Vaught Hemingway in Oxford, Mississippi, home of the Ole Miss Rebels, where the fans never lose a tailgate and don't plan on losing the game today. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Well, that's some way to start this game. They're lining up for an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And man, oh man, what a gamble, right? To start the game, I guess they're trying to get this home crowd even more jacked up, get them in the football game, but it fails. They recover the onside kick. Now you're going to need this home crowd to get loud and play some defense with it.
A first down for the offense. Looking for room. It's Sampson. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. Open space at the 25. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, you can see why Rocky Top is so excited about this guy. He's a home run waiting to happen. Not only can he run you over, but he can run around you too. This is an offense that doesn't only have to throw the football to win games. They can run it and they can get explosive plays because of this guy's speed and skill set.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Here on 2nd and 9, sends 3 receivers to the right. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. How about that alert play from the defense to scoop it up? Inside the 10. Touchdown, Rebels. And the defense doing work.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
Kickoff team just about set to go, and that defense is eager to get back out there after the scoop and score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Selden. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Power football with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Showing the arm strength down the left side. open runway ahead. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And the Vols want to move quickly.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Wide receivers everywhere on 2nd and 6. Scanning the field, it's Iamaleava. He's right on target. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Looking to throw. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. They just cut into this deficit, and now they're trying to get the ball back early with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
On the run, it's Parrish. Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped. A gain of 6. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Finds his tight end. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the gun to give, looking for room. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Ole Miss 7, Tennessee.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Right back to him on the ground. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. Back to pass, it's Dart. He's got it. Two-point try is good as they build on this lead. This is ultra-aggressive. Still in the first half, got the lead and going for the onside kick. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
And he's got it inside the 20. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Got it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Rebels!
Yeah, and he did a really good job selling this, dropping back to pass, waiting a little bit of time, and giving his running back a chance to run down the field. He runs the real route. He's open, throws a strike, gets in for the touchdown.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
The attempt at the two-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score. Ole Miss 21, Tennessee 6.
They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling.
It's caught. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. The Vols racing to the line in the hurry up.
That's a pretty impressive throw, man. That's given me Peyton Manning to Peerless Price memories back when I was watching them, playing against them in college. That was a thing of beauty right there. There's a nice chemistry that this quarterback has with this group of wide receivers, and you see that in the timing of these throws.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback checking the play. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Finds his back in the middle. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And we're seeing a bit of the bend-don't-break attitude by the defense now. Obviously, they've given up some plays to allow the offense to get down in the situation. But with their backs against the wall, this is the best we've seen this defense play.
Touchdown ball! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He gets the 2-point conversion, and we've got a ball game. They're down by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. He'll bring it out. It's Bentley. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Getting some heat. Using the quick game. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? Back to throw. It's Dart. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds his man, and they convert. And he's running in the open. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that fourth down throw, and I'll tell you, this guy is not the biggest receiver in college football, but he does such a good job working the middle of the field. He's just able to get open and read coverage. Every quarterback loves having a slot receiver like that.
He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. Moving away from pressure. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Number 9,
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. He'll bring it out. It's Selden. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying to find his man on first down. He finds his man. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. To the air on first down. Trying to burn this defensive back. And he makes the catch at the 10. Boy, he almost finished his half with a bang, and are they lucky to get him stopped? They're eager to head to that dressing room right now.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Ole Miss 28, Tennessee 14.
They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Dart. Got his man quickly. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. They'll try to run for it. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that.
Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Running back searching for a hole. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. They'll go to the ground. He breaks the tackle. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Now, a fourth down.
They've already converted a fourth down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. With the catch, it's Wells. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
He's going to fire deep. Makes the grab down the left side. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. And the Volunteers headed quickly to the line. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Touchdown, Volunteers! And the comeback is on. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Man, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Looking for a crease, it's Parrish.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll test the right side. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Ole Miss 28, Tennessee 21.
Trying to pick up a first down. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
Makes a grab enough for the first. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on fourth down right there and getting...
Touchdown! The quarterback sneak pays off as he gets it across the goal line. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a quarterback sneak. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Selden. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
First and 10.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. To the air, it's Iamaleava. He rifles one deep down the right side. Fires into traffic, picked off. Didn't really...